I'm Jessica Andrews, and we're in Lawrenceville, Georgia, and I work for an organization called GUIDE, which is Gwinnett United in Drug Education, and we do community-based substance abuse prevention agency in our county, Gwinnett, as well as throughout the state of Georgia. And we do that in somewhat of a non-traditional way because we believe in community empowerment and youth empowerment. And so what we do is teach youth action teams and community coalitions how to identify the needs in their community and be catalysts for change to make a difference related to whatever it is that they've come up with that are issues in their community. So they can pick teen pregnancy or substance abuse, or that there's too much litter on the street, and we teach them how to do something about that, how to organize, how to engage people around them and really make a difference. What we do to build community is just teach people to get connected. We teach people where the resources are, how to open their eyes to that, how to see, how to reach out. We teach young people how to talk to adults, how to engage their community in whatever their issues are, so that it's not an us against them kind of approach, but it's, hey, we want to do this good for the community and we want your support. And maybe it's that we want a donation of bagels for our 5K, or maybe it's that we actually need some funding to do this, or we need a space to be able to hold our meetings once a week. But we teach them how to see what's out there already and to engage it, to show that they're not just some kids who don't know what they're doing, but that they really can be productive, contributing members of society, with the hope that that continues. The research shows that if you get kids involved in volunteer service and in giving back to their community, that it becomes a lifelong habit. And so that's what our hope is that we're building all these young people across the state that will continue to give back to their community and build whatever community they're in as they get older. I actually was a participant at one of the programs, the program that I now run, which is called the Georgia Teen Institute. In high school, I went through the program as part of a youth action team from my school, and just got really excited about it. And our program employs youth staff every summer as volunteers, and I got involved as a youth staff and kind of worked my way up the ladder. And 2 days after I graduated from college, started working here full-time running that program. We talk a lot at Teen Institute about that it's a family, that it's not just a summer program, it's not just a leadership conference, that the people that become a part of our organization, that the youth that become a part of our staff, that it's more like a family than it is anything else. And that's what it was that got me connected and that really made that difference, because I made friends that, even though we didn't go to the same high school, we didn't live in the same community, I knew that I had somebody that I could call if all my friends were going to get drunk on Friday night. I knew she wasn't. I knew that that best friend that lived 2 hours away was not doing that. And so we were each other's support, and we all kind of had that network of support for each other. And that has continued to surface throughout the last 15 years. When I was in high school, my father passed away, and the people that were there immediately, the first people that I called was that network from Teen Institute, and that has remained the same. And all of us pull in the people that we love. My mom is one of our volunteers now, because I said, you have to come to this program. It's so fantastic. My sister has volunteered with us before, and 4 of us that work here at the office went through the program. So it's one of those things that once it's in your blood, you're in it. It's connected, and you're connected. And there's lots of people that have been through the program that reach back out to us now that the internet makes it so easy to get reconnected, that have joined our group on Facebook, or send us emails, find our websites to say, this made such a huge difference in my life. And we've got people who who've sent us the emails of, I went into social work, or I went into teaching, or I went into whatever the field was, because you gave me this experience, you gave me this opportunity. And I know just from the people that I'm still in touch with, whether it's that they were involved 15 years ago when I first got started, or just in the last 5 or 10 years, that the people that are a part of this network, a part of this support system, reach out to each other. And it's more than just that professional, this is what I'm doing now. It's they're the first people that they call when they're engaged, or they're having a baby, or they're lost a loved one, because it's these people that you've got this emotional connection with. So there's the total personal side of it, is just these are my friends and these are the people that love me, and the place where I can be myself. But there's also the people that have called us and emailed us and said this made a difference because now I'm working at the Boys and Girls Club. Now I'm, able to do whatever it is that they're doing because somebody said to me, you have a voice, you can contribute, you can be a part of your community and do something good, and they believed it. I started several years ago our first advisory boards, where we brought in adults and youth and staff who had all been through the programs that particular summer to get their advice on what would they like to see the next summer, what changes would they like to happen. And a lot of the stuff that we've changed has come from what they've said. They said we'd like to have leadership training, so it's not just topical how to teach people not to get pregnant, or how to pick up trash in your community, or whatever that those specific topics might be. We want just some leadership skills. We want to teach our kids who are coming how to do public speaking, how to communicate with their peers. So for the past about 6 years, we've had specific leadership sessions that everybody goes to. Our youth leadership conference is the biggest thing that we do every year, and our participant numbers right now are right at 400. Our registration closes tomorrow, and it wouldn't surprise me at all if we had 600 by the end of the day tomorrow, because that's kind of what happens, the deadline date. And maybe we wouldn't have 600 tomorrow, we'll have 600 on Monday when 100 people call me and say, I know it's past the deadline, but can I still register 50 kids? But it's so exciting to me that there are people that are willing to drive across the state to come to a one-day event, that there are kids all over Georgia that are willing to give up their Saturday to learn leadership skills, because it sounds like such a, leadership skills. But it's because we have such a good reputation for what we do. It's because we have a fantastic team of volunteers that runs this conference like clockwork. And I just love to be in the middle of that. I love to be able to, in the midst of the chaos and, the people who are trying to register on site, and we don't do that. And I love it. I love just that feeling of there is just this buzz, and it's positive, and it's exciting, and just to be able to feel all those kids. And for some of the kids that come to this particular conference, it's the first experience that they've had with anybody saying you could be a leader, you could make this difference, we're going to empower you today to go back into your community and do something good. And to just get to be a little bitty part of that kid having that realization of I can do something is really awesome. I often tell people I have the best job in the whole world because I get to make a difference every day. We're doing something that's making a difference in people's lives, and I get to be a part of that. And it's such a tiny part in so many ways, but why would you not want to be a part of that? Why would you not want a job that allowed you to feel like, gosh, I got to do something good today? All of my friends are from Teen Institute. All of, everybody that I'm engaged with is somehow connected to this, because it is such an important part of my life and really of who I am. And I'm passionate about it, which probably is obvious, but I can't imagine doing anything else.